Hey guys, this is Tim from Tim's Tiny Arcade. Haven't done a live stream in a while. We're going to be talking about Breakout, not the Atari 2600 Breakout, even though I do love my Atari 2600. We're going to have another special guest on today, and it's my good friend Tom Young, and he's from Tom Talks Baseball. He's going to be joining us, but we're going to talk a lot of Amico today. Here comes Tom. He's coming in.
Tim, how you doing, man?
Good. How you doing, Tom?
Doing very well. Excited to talk video games here this evening.
It's been
regardless of what the video games are, just love talking video games. I'm ready to go. I got my classically trained hoodie on, so let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, like I was saying, we haven't done a live stream in a while. It's been since probably July since we did a live stream. So,
yeah.
You know, I'm battling through COVID. I've put a few videos up. Me and my wife both have it. But this got me excited today when Intellivision released the video today on Breakout and showed some new game footage, because they put one out a while back and actually let you play the demo of it. But the new game footage looks really good, and we're going to take a look at that today.
All right, yeah, let's go ahead and do that here. We'll take a look and listen as well.
So yeah, this is the footage they put out today, and it looks a lot different than the demo that we played. As you watch this video, just look at the wall there. It's not like a standard rectangle if you're just taking bricks out. So in there, they also have some hidden power-ups. Like that one there, I think gave a multi-ball. There's some, I've seen one that has like extra balls.
And it looks like they got a power-up where you got that purple line behind your paddle that protects you for a little bit. You saw that one got through. So like there's some other power-ups that kind of can help you along a little bit if you're struggling. But this is the part that I like about it, Tim. As you see, it's like you're progressing through a level. It's not just, this one screen of bricks to break. You break so many, you move on to the next level, and you start to progress horizontally.
Yeah, exactly. It gives, this is reimagined, and I love what they did with this. With the, the standard Breakout was just like one screen. This, like you say, you're moving, and there's a goal on this right there. You can see it on the right. Your goal is to break through and get a ball to that goal, and I kind of like that. I don't know how many different game modes this will have, but in this video, they show a lot of different levels of you just trying to meet a goal, which I kind of like that.
Yeah, and the thing I like about the horizontal progression is that, let's say you got those bricks that you forget to hit or don't get around to hitting. As the screen moves, they're getting closer to you, meaning that they could potentially make it difficult for you to continue on. Like your ball gets stuck on one of those bricks that's right next to your paddle,
right.
All of a sudden you can lose that ball real quick. So right. I like the way this looks. And from what we saw, if you saw the video, it's on the Intellivision YouTube page, so you can check it out there too.
Check it out there, guys.
Like you have these levels. Yeah. And you can progress through these levels. I'm sure as you go along, they get harder the more you go. And I'm just going to turn this up a little bit. I love the music of this.
I think it's a big part of this game.
It kind of has that calming, mellow vibe to it. I'm a big time gamer. I like to play the heavy hitting games, the serious ones, to play online and stuff. But every now and then, I like to play a relaxing kind of wind down type game. I love Tetris. Luminous is a great game too, and this reminds me of Luminous and Tetris connected a little bit, where like there's this atmospheric thing going on with it, and this is like Tommy and them were saying, this is still pretty early. This isn't a finished product by any means. It's just showing off what they've done right now. Right. And go ahead.
Well, I just look right here. They just brought up the 2-player. Now, I can't hear it on my end. I don't know if everybody else is hearing the sound of the game or not. I don't hear it. I don't know.
So you might be able to hear that a little bit. But, you kind of got the score taking place. It's kind of – the score is kind of moving along the screen, which is kind of funny. I like the way that looks. And then you got the big combo. One thing I would love to see with this game, because of how music kind of plays a part in how this game feels.
Mm-hmm.
Tetris Connected does this and Luminous does this, where the sounds go in tune with the music. So
Right.
it's kind of like the way you play the game almost determines how the tune plays out, and that just adds to the experience.
Oh,
So,
yeah, definitely. I think
so
you're right.
like the sounds are great, and they definitely can, they fit with the music, but if they could be in tune with the music in some way, like those games,
Mm-hmm.
I think that would just add to the experience of this, and maybe that's something that they're working on. The co-op is really cool. And here you
co-op's
have,
neat. That's a big addition because I don't think the original Breakouts had co-op like that. This is cool right here. Look at this. I don't know if you know what that is, but that's an homage to Adventure. You got the dragon, you got the bridge, and then you got the trophy that you try to get. I just did a video on Adventure.
Yes, you did.
So this is the dragon right here. So that is cool that they've had little things like this, paying homage to Adventure. Having the Atari license on the Intellivision is awesome because I grew up playing the Atari, but my neighbor had the Intellivision. So I played a lot of Intellivision back in the day. I think it's awesome that they've done this. Got the Atari license for quite a few different games, this being one of them, because I think this will handle real well with the controller. Obviously, we've never used the controller, but being a touch screen, being able to move your finger up and down, I think it will be pretty good for this kind of a game. I mean, using a joystick would be, I think, hard. When I did played the demo originally, I used a mouse and it handled pretty well. So that's why I'm thinking just using your finger on the screen will be, I think it'll have pretty good control. That'd be my opinion.
Yeah.
I would think.
And you can see in some of these later, gameplays here, how fast that screen is moving.
Oh yeah.
As you get going there and coming back to the beginning of it here, just kind of watching it again. But yeah, this is definitely a game that I'd be looking forward to, picking up an Amico whenever they're able to get it to come out. Of course, COVID's played a large part in a lot of things.
I think they changed that date to maybe October. I don't think they've officially announced that till later this week, but sounds like it's not going to be coming out. But I mean, I'm fine with that. I'd want things right. And I know they're having trouble getting some of the stuff for their systems. I know Xbox has had trouble, and so has PlayStation here lately. You still can't get those systems very easily.
Yeah.
You can't get the parts to make them.
Well, and then everyone that wants to complain and say that the fact that it's getting delayed again means that it's not going to be successful. Completely disagree with that. It just means you want to get it right. Look at on a modern console. Look at Cyberpunk 2077.
Right. Perfect example.
The way that they made that for the Xbox One and the PS4 is a complete joke.
Yeah.
And, they definitely could have benefited from more time on that game. So I just assume wait, get it right, get it the way you want. And then that way, when you buy it day one, you're good to go. And you're going to have plenty of games, too, when this thing releases from day one.
Like 30-some games released, 35, 36, like a record. That's just going to be a plus, and that's going to give them more time to work on these games, not just get that many games out. So, and by that time, they should be able to make more, so they have like a pipeline of games coming out every week or two is what I remember them saying in the past. So that'll be fine for me. And it gives like that one game a lot of attention, So instead of getting flooded in the market with like a Switch, I guess, gets hundreds of games. They get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, like I follow an Xbox page. You and I are Xbox gamers, and it's like, hey, 14 brand new games coming out this week, and it's that's great and all, but then you're not going to play all 14 every week, and then you're going to forget about one. In fact, you turned me on to one that I was going to get when it came out, but I ended up playing like years later, and that was Recore. For the Xbox, but that's a good example. I had a backlog of other stuff I wanted to play, and I never got around to Recore. Wish I did, because it ended up being one of my favorite games I've played recently. It was an outstanding game. But maybe if it was like showcased, the new game of the week or something, And speaking of that, there's a lot of so far games that getting an Amico, I'd be really interested in grabbing right off the bat and Tim, I just want to know from you, what games right off the bat would you be interested in getting once the Amico comes out?
Well, obviously, the one we just watched, Breakout. But the one that got my attention at first was Night Stalker. When I saw that, I knew I had to get the system because, like I said, I played Atari, but my neighbor had the Intellivision. He had Night Stalker. Night Stalker looks amazing. It looks definitely a little bit different, obviously, than the original one, but looks like the gameplay's still there. Night Stalker would be one. A lot of the reimagined games. You got Asteroids, which I haven't seen a lot of gameplay on, but I'd be very interested in that one. Burger Time, Battle Tanks, and then not just always the retro reimagined games. I mean, some of these party games look like they'd be some of the kind of games I'd like to play too. There's a Farkle game that comes on there. So just being able to sit, on the couch with a group of people and be able to play, I think is something that's been missing. Astro Smash, boom.
Yeah, this one right here looks awesome. Like from a co-op standpoint, this game looks like a blast.
Oh yeah, this game, this looks like what was that game that we said it kind of reminded us of off the Xbox?
Heavy Weapon.
Heavy Weapon.
If you ever played, Heavy Weapon, we played it on 360. It might be on some other systems, but this has a very heavy weapon feel to it, and
we love
on your own,
weapon.
On your own, it's fun. Co-op, it's amazing, and this one looks like one of those as well, where like you're just gonna want to be competing for that high score all the time. And that's, I think, the neat thing about this. This is where it kind of, where I think, retro gaming fans like, yourself and of course anyone watching Tim's Tiny Arcade, like these are shooting for a high score type games that you don't really see much anymore.
Like I'm playing a lot of Xbox, obviously. I play a lot of everything. I play every system you can imagine, and I'm excited about the Amico, but a lot of these games are just going to be mainly for me, even if I'm playing single player, more short games, high score, maybe a 15, 20-minute experience. And like I'm playing Mad Max on my Xbox right now, and what did we say? We looked that up. I already put 17 hours into it and had to get into it.
Yeah.
And how much did you beat it? And how long did it take you?
About 50 hours. Yeah. How much I put into it.
And so these kind of games, I enjoy these kind of games because sometimes I don't have that much time. I always just sit and just play those kind of games. So these are games that give a different kind of game experience. So, and those are the kind of games that like I grew up playing, like on the Atari, short games, and you can get your fix in a short amount of time. So, Astro Smash, that's going to be a pack-in game also. So that'd be one that comes with your system. And I do have the system. I'm one of the Founders Edition people, so I'll get mine early, and I'm excited about it. Got the wood grain one.
There you go. Yeah, and I got a few that I'm excited about, and definitely after seeing that a video of Breakout today, I'm excited about that one. I think that'll be a fun, just kind of a, like I said, a kickback and relax type game. And, if a friend comes over, both of us can just play that, try to progress through these levels on that.
Leaderboards too, which would be nice. So
and the competitive gamer and me will love that.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what we like to do. And, if I can see your score and you can see my score, that's going to be awesome. We'll keep battling in those kind of games. That's what we like to do.
Definitely. We'll go on there and, we'll post it. Hey, Tim, I just got this, your turn, kind of a deal and things like that. Rigid Force Redux Enhanced looked like a fun one to me because I like R-Type, Gradius games like that. Supernova was one of my favorite side-scrolling airplane shooters, and this one looks like it's going to be a fun one, and the graphics on it look really good too.
And I'm sure that was in early stages of that game, so we'll have more time to work on it.
And that's the thing, like it's really hard to criticize anything because it's not done.
It's not coming out for a while.
So people that are going, this is trash, blah blah blah. Well, it's not out yet. It's still being worked on. It's like I don't even know how you can say that yet. I mean, it's almost like when things get delayed, we just want to say that it's the fault of the company. Well, there was this pandemic that we had and we're still in the middle of, quite frankly.
Oh yeah.
And it's messed up, the way a lot of things go. So to sit back and say that this is a failure because of A, B, or C is ludicrous and incorrect at this point. Wait till it comes out until you see what's going on. Because like Breakout, good example, and it was even said right there, it's not a finished product yet. But you can see kind of where it's going, and that's where, maybe the few small tweaks, like if they can do the one thing that I hope for, where they make the sound effects match up to the music, that's going to be such a great experience, because it's going to be like a different sounding tune every time you play it. It's like you're creating your own song while playing a game, and so hold off judgment on this stuff until it.
I mean, I pre-ordered it just because of some of the videos I'd seen from them, because I get excited, Like I say, mainly I'll be getting the retro reimagined games, but like I said, there'll be other games I'll get. Some of those party games will be fun. And on this system, you can use, it comes with 2 controllers, and you can use your phone, for a lot of those party games, or probably any of those other games. They may not work as well for some games, I would imagine, but for the party games, I think they'd be fine using a phone.
Yeah.
Because most systems, you get what? One controller?
One controller and no games nowadays.
That's true.
you got to spend an extra $60 for a game if you want a brand spanking new game to come along with it, because the days of getting that regular price bundle are over.
Right.
But Amico's gonna take care of that a little bit, so you'll be able to have some. And that's another thing too. The cost of these games and the system much more economically friendly than the bigger systems that are out now.
Now they don't have the graphics, obviously, but that as long as they have the gameplay, that's all that matters to me. I mean, if it's got the gameplay, I just want to have fun. I consider myself a hardcore game. I mean, me. I'm playing. I have 120,000 achievement points on Xbox.
Yeah. Played
every system from Atari all the way through. So, I mean, maybe I'm rare, but I'm really excited about this system. I was actually more excited about this than getting the new Xbox, and I still haven't got the new Xbox. But
no, yeah, you and I are kind of the same. We're Xbox guys with modern systems, and eventually I'm going to get the new one too. But the more I've seen of Amico, I'm starting to trend towards wanting to get one. Yeah. And even if it is just for myself and maybe not for the co-op aspect, even though I got some people close to me that I think would have a lot of fun doing co-op with, but the games are they look enjoyable, and that's the whole point of gaming is having fun while you do it. And that's why Battle Tanks looks awesome. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, it had achievements in it, and it looked. It's kind of like a combat, like for the Atari, except with super graphics and helicopters, which you didn't have that. So, yeah, and I don't know how many player that one is, but definitely looked like 4 at minimum. So some of these games have up to 8 players. Missile Command's another one coming out that I'm very interested in, and that's an 8-player game. I don't know, that'd be chaotic with 8 players.
Yeah, yeah, and then you add achievements in, then that's almost icing on the cake. And now I got something to shoot for, Yeah. Like not just playing the games, like, all right, I got to get that achievement. I got to do this, got to do that. But, and who knows, the delay may allow for things to happen with the console that would not have happened had this been released last October. Who knows? True. So like maybe there is a possibility of some online capability where you can play co-op,
I think they have talked about that. I've watched them talk about it a little bit. I mean, I think it's a possibility it could happen at some point if there's enough demand for it. That's the only negative. Like for me and you, you're in Texas, I'm in Illinois.
Yeah.
We probably aren't playing the Amico together besides online or like leaderboards and stuff. Battling.
Yeah.
That's the only negative. But yeah, I think it'd be a system though, like my family would play though. Even my wife, I think I could get her to play some games. Maybe not Night Stalker but maybe like one of the Farkle games or poker game. I think you have a poker game where they can
bags. The bags look kind of neat on there. Yeah,
that's another pack-in game because she likes the Wii. We got a Wii here recently, so those kind of games need a disc golf game.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, get a disc golf game, a bowling game.
Yeah, I think a bowling game.
Yeah, like bowling will be great. That was one of my favorite things on Wii. The Wii Sports. I mean, we play bowling all the time. Like you got like 6, 7 sports on there, but it's all about the bowling. So
I know everybody just wanted to play bowling. It was so
yeah,
easy.
yeah.
So easy and so good.
But yeah, I think the Breakout. I'm a fan early on of watching this thing. I think it's. I'm looking forward to seeing what else they add to it there at Amico.
Yeah, me too.
Or at Intellivision, and just kind of showing it again here a little bit. And I think it looks great.
Oh, I do too. And like you said, all these games are going to be right now. At least the initial games that come out are going to be like $10, $9.99 or less. So you're going to get your money's worth if you like Breakout kind of, these kind of games. Because I mean, now the new systems, the Xbox games are what, $70 now?
Yeah, I think some of them, and then if you want to buy like deluxe packs and stuff, you're pushing 100 on some of them. If you want to get like an extra shield or something for your character, whatever they put in those things.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't have a ton of money, so I'll probably be buying a lot more games for this system.
Yeah. But once again, like that's another big plus is the fact that, if let's say you get a game and for whatever reason you don't like it, it only costs you $9.99 at most.
Right.
Like nothing worse than putting $60 down on a game. You play it for an hour and you're like, man, I made a mistake. That is and I'm sure if you've gamed for a long time, you have been there. I'm looking at you, Rage 2. I'm looking right at you. But
yeah, I got Rage for like under $10. I waited.
Yeah, you waited. You were smart. Yeah, you found out you didn't like it for $10. I found out at 60.
Right.
But like if you don't like it, you're only $10 in the hole, and then you got money to try another one. And then who knows? You might find a game like this, and you play it for hours upon hours on end, and you get your money's worth out of it. So
right. So this is definitely one that I will put on my list of games when it comes out. I think I get so much money too, so this is probably one I spend some of that money on. I think they're allowing me, like maybe when I did the Founders Edition, it might have been $50 towards stuff, games or whatever. So I'll be able to get this one, I believe. So.
All right. Well, anything else you want to say before you wrap it up here, Tim?
Like I said, guys, if you guys like this kind of content, let us know in the comments. Because I'll do some more live streaming. I think they're going to have some more Amico videos coming out showing some gameplay. And if you guys like this kind of content, like I say, let me know in the comments because I got time to do some more of these videos. And me and Tom will talk gaming, retro gaming, whatever.
Yeah. So, yeah. Don't twist my arm or anything.
Hey, yeah, I didn't take very much.
Well, Tim, thanks for having me on, man. Had a lot of fun talking Amico, checking out Breakout, some Astro Smash, talking about some other stuff, and then we'll just have to see when the system does come out once we get past COVID and everything, and they can get the product to where they want it to be, and then we'll have to get it and check it out and do some videos on that as well.
Exactly. I plan on doing that in the future. So thanks, Tom, for coming, buddy.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Until next time, we'll see y'all later.